Boat and Oat are known for their warm chemistry, their teamwork, and their strong bond. Fans love watching them together. They laugh easily. They work easily. They make everything feel natural. But even the closest friendships can face unexpected storms. This is the fictional story of how a simple misunderstanding grew into tension, distance, and emotional moments before leading to healing, honesty, and a stronger bond. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story to keep the light burning for truth and compassion. Boat and Oat were both busy. Boat was preparing for a new acting role. Oat was traveling for fan events and brand schedules. They were tired. Their message replies became slower. Their conversations became shorter. Nothing serious. But misunderstandings grow in quiet spaces. Boat thought Oat was ignoring him. Oat thought Boat needed space. Neither of them said anything, and silence grew between them. The turning point happened at a big fan event called Harmony Night Live. Boat arrived early. Oat arrived late because his car broke down. But Boat did not know that. Boat waited alone for almost an hour. When Oat finally entered the room, Boat stayed quiet. Oat felt hurt by the silence. Boat felt hurt by the lateness. They went on stage together, but fans noticed something different. Their smiles were smaller. Their energy felt off. Their usual spark was missing. That moment created rumors online. People started asking if Boat and Oat had problems. Backstage, Boat finally spoke. "You could have told me you were late," he said. Oat explained what happened, but he was tired and emotional too. He said, "You could have asked me instead of assuming." Their tones were soft.
No yelling.
No harsh words. But their feelings were real. Small arguments can hurt deeply when emotions are already tired. Clips of the event went viral. Fans started overthinking everything. Boat stepped back. Oat looked sad. They don't talk on stage. The rumors made both of them more stressed. Boat began to worry about their friendship. Oat began to feel guilty about the whole situation. But again, neither of them talked openly. The distance grew again. Their agency announced a new fictional miniseries starring both of them. The world celebrated. But both of them felt nervous. They wanted to act well. They wanted to support each other. But the old misunderstanding still sat silently between them. At the script reading, Oat stayed distant because he wanted to keep things professional. Boat thought Oat wanted to avoid him. Another misunderstanding began. A dramatic argument scene was filmed. It was supposed to be acting. But their emotions were real. Boat's voice cracked. Oat's eyes filled with tears. The director praised them, not knowing their friendship was being tested again. Later, Boat walked away quickly. Oat watched him, feeling a strange sadness. Both were hurting again, without speaking about it. Another fictional rumor spread. Boat and Oat are not getting along on set. Fans panicked. Clips were edited to look like real arguments. Oat felt blamed. Boat felt misunderstood. They both retreated into silence again. They were drifting without wanting to drift. During a late-night shoot, the tension broke. Oat asked gently, "Are you avoiding me again?" Boat replied, "I don't understand you. Sometimes you are close. Sometimes you are far. I don't know if I did something wrong." Oat finally explained, "I was trying to protect our friendship. I thought being careful and professional would stop rumors. I did not know it made you feel rejected." Boat looked at him and said, "We're doing it again, misunderstanding each other." Both of them laughed softly. Then they sat together and talked honestly for the first time in weeks. That night healed what silence had broken. After their conversation, the atmosphere on set changed. Boat joked again. Oat laughed loudly. They rehearsed together. They talked more. Their chemistry returned. Their teamwork became smooth again. Even the staff noticed the sudden positive energy. A behind-the-scenes interview captured the moment perfectly. Boat said, "Thank you for being patient with me." Oat answered, "Thank you for not giving up on us." Fans celebrated their closeness again. When filming ended, their final emotional scene hit harder than expected. After the director said cut, they hugged tightly. Boat whispered, "Thank you truly." Oat replied, "Always." It was more than a scene. It was closure. It was healing. It was gratitude. Their story shows one simple truth. Friendships do not break because of misunderstandings. They break because people stop trying. Boat and Oat kept trying. They faced stress, rumors, and emotional confusion. But they chose honesty. They chose communication. They chose each other as friends. Their fictional journey reminds everyone. Real bonds bend, but they do not break if both sides hold on. Boat and Oat walked forward together. Not as two people who argued. Not as two people who drifted apart. But as two people who learned to understand each other more deeply. Their friendship survived silence, pressure, and confusion. And it came back stronger, brighter, warmer. A true Kdrama ending. A heartfelt moment. A fictional story full of emotion and hope. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story to keep the light burning for truth and compassion. After filming ended, Boat and Oat became busy again with their solo schedules. Boat had interviews, photo shoots, and acting workshops. Oat had brand campaigns, meetings, and a travel shoot overseas. They promised to stay in touch. They promised to meet when they were free. But work took over again, and slowly their message replies became delayed. Boat sometimes replied late because he was exhausted. Oat sometimes forgot to open his messages because of long filming days. It was no one's fault. But the slow distance returned, quietly, gently, almost invisible. Boat wondered if Oat was pulling away again. Oat wondered if Boat was too busy for him. Neither said a single word. They just continued their schedules, holding their feelings inside. A few weeks later, both of them were invited to the same award ceremony. They were not told ahead of time. So when Boat saw Oat entering the backstage room, he froze for a moment. Oat looked surprised too. Their eyes met, a mixture of shock, excitement, and nervousness. The staff cheered when they saw them together. Fans online exploded with happiness. But the moment was awkward at first. They exchanged polite greetings. They smiled for cameras. But underneath, they both felt the same question. Are we okay? During rehearsals, Boat tried to approach Oat. But Oat was pulled away by staff. Later, Oat tried to approach Boat. But Boat was surrounded by reporters. They kept missing each other, physically and emotionally. The turning point came unexpectedly. During a live rehearsal, Oat slipped on a loose cable. He almost fell off the stage. Boat rushed forward and grabbed him by the arm. The moment felt like slow motion. Careful, Boat said softly. Oat looked at him, surprised at the worry in Boat's eyes. Are you okay? Boat asked. Oat nodded. But inside, his chest tightened. That split-second moment reminded both of them how much they still cared. Even if they misunderstood. Even if they drifted. The bond was still there. After rehearsal, Boat asked Oat to step outside the venue for fresh air. They stood under a quiet streetlight behind the building. The night was calm. The city lights felt soft and distant. Boat took a deep breath. We worked so hard to fix our misunderstanding, he said. And now it feels like we are drifting again. Oat lowered his head. I didn't want to bother you, he admitted. You have so much going on. Boat shook his head gently. And I thought you didn't have time for me. They both laughed softly, a tired laugh, full of relief. It was amazing how simple truth could solve what silence created. Oat smiled and said, Let's stop assuming. Let's just talk when something feels wrong. Boat nodded. Deal. It was a small promise, but a powerful one. When the award show began, Boat and Oat walked the red carpet together. Their smiles were natural again. Their steps matched. Their energy felt warm and real. Fans noticed. Reporters noticed. Even celebrities backstage whispered, They look closer now. During the broadcast, Boat made a small joke. Oat laughed loudly, the same laugh fans missed. Their old chemistry returned like it was never gone. Later, when they stood together as presenters, Boat whispered, I'm glad you're here tonight. Oat whispered back, I'm glad we talked. It felt like another chapter in their journey of understanding. After the award show, they stayed in touch more consistently. Not every day, but enough to show effort. Sometimes Boat sent Oat funny videos. Sometimes Oat sent Boat random photos of food he was eating. They found comfort in small things again. Their conversations became easy. Their friendship felt stable. Their bond felt peaceful. The misunderstanding that once created tension now became a lesson that helped them grow. A month later, their agency offered them a new fictional project again, a short, emotional series about two friends healing their bond. The story felt familiar. Almost too familiar. Boat laughed when he read the script. Oat said, "This looks like us." They agreed to do it together. Fans celebrated. The news trended. Behind the scenes, Boat and Oat felt proud, because now they could work without the weight of confusion on their shoulders. Their relationship felt clear. Their communication felt strong. Their connection felt honest. They were no longer afraid of misunderstandings. They had learned how to talk, how to listen, and how to stay connected even during busy seasons. Their fictional journey teaches one powerful truth. Most friendships don't break because of big fights. They break because of silence, assumptions, and unspoken worries. Boat and Oat went through silence. They went through assumptions. They went through emotional misunderstandings. But they came back stronger because they chose to communicate. They chose to care. They chose to hold on to each other. Their bond survived distance. It survived pressure. It survived rumors. It survived mistakes. And in the end, it became deeper, calmer, and more meaningful than before. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this story to keep the light burning for truth and compassion.